We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
All right, let's go. 13. 11.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Hey, Lion. 11. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, Soko, hot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
Rip, 23. Son, it's hot.
Henry again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Right, let's go. 13 loose. Hey, Soko, hot.
Here's Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter, you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
36-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Looking Hyatt's way once again. Down the right sideline. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
7, Jaguars 3. Daniel Carlson set to
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Myles Garrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Lawrence will throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Take right open. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. Now he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwaku.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
11 on red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now Lawrence. Jacksonville. Brian Thomas halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Broncos 7. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos hit 10-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Hey, kill! Red on red.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And they'll take this into the end zone and touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Broncos 7. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Nix. He connects with Hyatt. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
11, catching, bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now it's Knicks. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Hey, run! Hey, Jupiter! Here we go.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, go!
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey! Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On red.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Ginger.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
27. Broncos 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Take right open. Big 13 heavy.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
11, Agate. 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Lawrence changing the play. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
13, Lou.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Go. Hey, Soko. Go. Let's go. Check. Take right open.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And to the right side here, it's Allen. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Go. Rip, 23.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
27, Broncos 21. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I got him.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
And it's 3.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That's good for a
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go.
15 more yards.
And Lawrence now going to move him around.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Riley Moss takes him down defensively.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
13 Luke. Hey, run. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar first down.
Hey, kill. Sink right.
Moore, the motion man right.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
let's go.
Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On red. 13, Luke. Hey, Soko's hot.
Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Jaguars 33, Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nick's going to keep this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On the handoff, Harvey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Nix from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Captain. Away.
They're going. It's Nix. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Harvey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 1st down, Sampson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
13, Luke. 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Nix to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 17
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
35.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Laws with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Gotta be lying.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun, Jefferson. Now this is caught. He hits low. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Jacksonville.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
2nd down and 8.
Get it. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Ready,
Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
He's back to throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. 65, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger.
Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson looking long for Thomas. Still on his feet. The ball comes out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now 1st and goal.
Panthers, let go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Jaguars 50, Broncos 43. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for